All right. This is Curfew by Brian Turner. At dusk, bats fly out by the hundreds. Water snakes glide in the ponding basins behind the rubbled palaces. The mosques call their faithful in, welcoming the moonlight as prayer. Today, policemen sunbathed on traffic islands. Children help their mothers string clothes to the line, a slight breeze filling them with heat. There were no bombs, no panic in the streets. Sergeant Gutierrez didn't comfort an injured man who cupped pieces of his friend's brain in his hands. Instead, today, white birds rose from the Tigris. This poem's pretty unique from Here Bullet. Most of the time we've gotten used to hearing about the atrocities of war and all this suffering and pain. And it's more about just what didn't happen during that day. It was peaceful. It was almost like a scene that you could kind of expect to see here in the US with children helping their parents string clothes up on a line. And I think that speaks to how, after a while, soldiers become so used to the atrocities of war that this peaceful scene where nothing happened was actually more uncommon and struck him more than any sight of suffering could. But at the same time, while there's a very peaceful tone on the surface, I think in the last stanza, white birds rose from the Tigris. Tigris, I believe, refers to where a lot of historians believe the Garden of Eden would have been located, between the Tigris and the Euphrates. And I think it's interesting that for a peaceful situation, he chose the Garden of Eden to allude to, because as we all know, peace didn't really last in the Garden of Eden very long. So while there is peace in this situation now, you have white birds representing doves and peace leaving the Tigris, and the Garden of Eden, which we all know doesn't stay peaceful for long. And so you get the more darker undertone that he doesn't believe this peace can stay, and pretty soon they could be bombed. All these people that were helping their mothers, they'll all be dead, and once again it'll be back to the suffering of war.